Hi guys, I need a few 2S Lipo batteries, this sort of size, because I've been doing hobby grade conversions of these little cars, and this sort of size Lipo fits in there just right. Well, slops around a bit, but fits in there easier than the bigger Lipos that I've got. These are ones I make from the Poundland PowerPods. These things. I've done videos on this a few times, I think, but it seems to be particularly relevant because I've just hobby grade converted this one, and I need a battery for it, so I can include the video in the same playlist as this conversion. So what we need is two 1S Lipo batteries, which we get out of here. There we are, there's one of them. And they've got a bit of sticky backed tape on them, holding them in place. I'm just easing out the way. Okay, so there we are. And the way we do this is, as far as possible, we don't do much to it. We want two of them, so I'll open this one up. One thing worth noting, the outer shell is live, it's positive. So if you accidentally let the black lead touch there, you'll get a short circuit. And if you want to make a 2S Lipo battery and put two of them together, you need to put an insulator between them. That one is a 1S Lipo battery with two in parallel, so it doesn't matter that the cases are touching each other. But on this one, I've actually got a bit of plastic in between them. I just cut up one of these reusable plastic cases. That's what our Chinese come in, or at least this is the top. So I'll just cut a piece out of that and put it between them. So 1S in parallel, no problem. 2S, sorry, wrong way around. 1S in parallel, no problem. 2S, you need to put an insulation between there, or the cases short together. I suppose I ought to say that again slowly. 1S, you actually want the positive terminals to be together. So positive together and negative together. But when you're putting them in parallel, when you're putting them in series, if the two positive cases touch together and then you try and connect the negative to the positive, so you've got a series, positive, negative, positive, negative, then you've got a straight short circuit. I could demonstrate. There's my cutters. I'm using my cutters. I'll use my snips instead. Right. Get a little bit more. Like out. See that? So, not a good idea to do that. I think you might have seen the smoke coming off. So I was just shorting the negative to the positive case. So if you put it down, don't let that get in touch with there, and don't let the ends touch together either. Good idea not to strip them off until you actually need them. Let's open the other one up. I'll put that light back on again now. Got another light there. Does that help? If you go and have a look on Big Clive's channel, he does go into quite a bit of detail on these circuits, because you can actually use that chip if you wire it up to one of the legs that isn't in use. You can actually use it to charge these as well as just discharge them. Right, so here we are. I can put them together at the moment, no problem. But if you want to go positive out to the car, negative to that positive, so they're in series, and then negative out to the car. So we want to connect those two together, so we've got them in series. But if you actually connect them together, and then try and connect that to that, you're actually connecting it straight to the case, where I showed you we were getting smoke coming out, because you have a straight short circuit. So, as I said, I get this, and I cut it up. So I do apologise if you've seen me do this before, because I have done it a couple of times, I think. So you want this to be about the same size. You could wrap it up in the yellow tape that I keep forgetting the name of. But I'm just going to do this. Now in fact, I want that one to go straight onto there. So I'll put a bit of tape around there anyway. Duct tape, if there's any left on this reel. That looks pretty thin. Okay, so there should be no way that they can actually touch side to side. Now we need to solder one of these straight across like that. Now on the other end we need to add a JST lead, which I've got somewhere. There we are. And if we're going to do it properly, we also want to add a balance lead. And the balance lead, in this case we've got red, blue, black. Red will go to red, black will go to black, and blue will go to where we join these two together, because it's going to the midpoint. Right, I do get a little bit nervous doing this because I really don't want to set fire to anything. Although it makes a good YouTube video. As I always say. So what I'm going to do is bring that one across there. I'm going to chop that one off. Let's get me proper cutters. See what I did there? I actually touched the outside shell there as I was cutting that, so we had a little bit of smoke there. Right, this one we want to cut short. And strip a bit of insulation off. So that's going to go on there. And at the same time, we'll bring the blue wire over. So these don't need to be all the same length. Depends what you intend to do with them. But if they're going to go on there, yeah, it's going to be much longer than it needs to be. But we'll do it anyway because it makes it easy to see. Right, the blue's the only one that's going to be that length. Ooh, soldering iron. I'm going to try using some of this awful Chinese solder that I've got. Which I think should be alright with this hot soldering iron. Should we zoom in a little bit? Right, that one on there. We also want that one on there. Handy if I held that in place while I was doing it. What can I use? Hang on a sec. See if I can hold it in place temporarily, stop it springing up when I start soldering on it. that down. Right. That seems to be okay. I'm going to get a bit of tape under there just to be absolutely doubly sure. So there's no way it can. No way it can accidentally move sideways and sit down. Right, now we need to do the other end. I'm going to be that sort of length. Sometimes these tags come off where they've been spot welded in place, so that's a bit of a problem when they do that. Right, ideally we can make these a little bit longer and twist them together. Just make it that little bit easier to get them to solder together. This is what I'm doing. A bit of blue tack to hold it all in place would have been a good idea. Let's just tin that. position we can see it. Okay, that one's in place. That one's a bit short. I tried to get this all prepared and I didn't do it quite right. A little bit longer. Just to make it a bit easier to twist them together. Again. That's not very good. No. Oh, I can't. I can't. I'm not doing it right. Right, let's try that again. That's a bit better. So, there we are, but we need to tidy that up now with a bit of tape. Captain tape. That's what I was trying to think of. Captain. Got a little bit there. I'm going to put over the black first. Over the black and under the red. Just to give us an extra bit of protection. So there we go, that's our 2S Lipo battery. What I could do is if I take them all along that side, there'll be a bit of strain relief for the actual joins there, for the terminations. so that when I'm pulling on them, I'm not pulling straight on the terminations. In fact, I suppose I could finish the job with a bit of black over the end as well. So there we go, a 2S Lipo. Somewhere around here I've got my Lipo tester. Right, so let's see what we've got in there anyway. Negative at that end. 52%. 7.735, 3.87 on one of them, 3.86 on the other. Oh, they're pretty close. So that would, even without charging, drive this fella. I'll go and get the transmitter. Right, so yeah, so there we go, a 2S Lipo for my little car. I didn't actually show you what they said what the power rating was, and it's written on the other side. That's annoying. Ooh, I do believe that one's puffy. Well, we won't be using that one then. Alright, let's have a look at another one. Some of these we've actually used, and some of them we haven't. Because I just buy them to do this with them. Make them into little batteries. Yeah, 650 milliamp hours. I doubt whether you can see that. Probably see the 65. Probably can't even see that with the way the lighting is. But yeah, 650 milliamp hour. So in series they're still 650 milliamp hour, but they're 7 volt instead of, or 7.4 volts instead of 3.5, 3.7. Whereas in parallel, oh, you can actually see that one, that does say 650 milliamp hours. In parallel, in theory, that makes them 1300 milliamp hour. Right, well that one's going to go out into my pile of puffy batteries, which are stored out the back. because that one's no good. Right, well that'll do for today. I will be making another one. I'll have to dig another one out of my box.
Thanks for watching. You'll find more information down in the video description. You might like to watch that video up there, and you might like to subscribe over there.